Will Meyrick is a chef and restaurateur based in Bali, Indonesia. Cooking across the globe, he fell in love with the flavors and style of Asian cuisine. Between his 3 Indonesian restaurants, Sarong and Mama San in Bali and E&O in Jakarta, he still finds time to travel and explore regional foods and flavors, integrating them into his menus. This month is especially busy as Will travels to Hong Kong to open his first overseas branch of Mama San. From there, he travels south to Tasmania to cook for over 600 guests at the annual Savor Tasmania festival. So join Will Meyrick and follow his stories in Recipes for Success. Will Meyrick has been living and working with his family in Bali for 9 years. He opened Sarong in 2008 and has consistently won accolades, including being placed in the top 5 best Asian restaurants in 2011 in the Singapore World Gourmet Summit. Now, with a number of restaurants under his belt, Will is an extremely busy man.
More of a syrup. Yeah. So add a little bit of sugar in it, it should be alright, no?
Part of my work-life philosophy and what I do with my restaurants is to take inspiration from the environment around me and infuse it into everything I do. So I like to get out of town and explore. Whether it's finding a sambal from an ibu-ibu in Lombok or a recipe from North Bali, I like to be inspired by what's around me. Wow, look at this. Gelatinous yumminess. This is a small cashew farm out near Lavina in the northern part of Bali. I like to source a lot of my produce from small farms like this one and help empower the local community. Okay, so ini yang buah, ini apa yang biji? Okay, and yang proses untuk bersihkan apa?
First baru dicuci, lalu dibakar, terus selama 1 menit, lalu dikupas terus bisa dimakan.
Okay, bisa makan langsung.
Yeah.
Okay, bagus ya. And I also think it's important to give back a little. Recently, I've become involved with the Bali Children Foundation, and I'm hoping to work with the organization to help benefit children from underprivileged backgrounds get a start in the restaurant industry. The great thing about cooking is that you can travel. You can also do food styling. There's so many things that you can do with F&B and with cooking.
Will has an arrangement with the Bali Children Foundation to provide scholarships and opportunities for young men and women to work with him in his restaurants in Bali.
Gonna have to come in here and get some snails because I've got to cook for the kids and I've got to look for some snails. So that's what I'm going to do now. I've already got a couple and I'm going to look for a few more. And basically we're trying to forage food that they can get really, really easily because it's hard for them because they live on 200,000 rupiah per month. So chicken is a novelty for them, but snails, lillet, all that kind of stuff is what is accessible. So here we go, here's a couple more. So the idea is take basically a bumbu gede or bumbu ganap, yeah, basic. And then we'll also do, you know, mie godok, but with telur, yeah. So basically the idea is, in the Western term, it's very like spaghetti, some spaghetti carbonara. I also find it's very important to train these young kids because, to be honest, they are the future of the restaurant industry in Indonesia. All right, thank you guys, makasih, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed it and hopefully see you in Sarong. Well, it's great to get out and about in Bali. I've got a lot on my plate in these next few weeks and I need to get the ball rolling. Hong Kong, there's no point selling the same food as what we sell here because there the Thai food is really good, yeah, and also the Vietnamese food is really good. So we need to put a little bit of a Sarong twist in there as well. So it's a bit of a combination between Mama San favorites and then lift up by a little bit of Sarong in there, yeah.
So there is plenty to arrange before Will sets off. Joining him in Hong Kong will be Mama San head chef Budi, who Will has been grooming to take to the next step. And accompanying Will in Tasmania will be Wayan from Mama San, Sofiani and Waichik from Sarong, and Stephanie from E&O Jakarta.
I think one of the major issues is the manning of how we're going to manage while we're away. Palm's away, I'm away, Buddy's away, you guys are going to Australia.
Palm is to join Will in Hong Kong in a week's time. However, things can't stop at home. Will and Palm are continually refreshing and developing new menu ideas at their restaurants.
I think that's actually a very elegant dish. Very, very elegant.
I don't know how local can respond to it, but
It's actually, I kind of think that this is going to work much better in Sarong.
Yeah.
I don't think this is really, probably it's a bit too hoity-toity for the Jakarta market.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to give it a go.
I can finish this actually.
I bet you can.
Food is only one part of a new restaurant. Will also has to organise the visual look and design style.
That's wicked. That's like when you're down in Sydney and you get the lady on a Chinese trolley. Get out! What do you want? Thai bockless! Why? I think you can really take a spin on that. You know, and you get the old guy smoking a cigarette, driving the trolley, and Hong Kong is Hong Kong.
As Will finalises the last of the branding details, Chef Budi prepares to leave. In line with Balinese custom, Budi's family prepare and perform a number of ceremonies intended to seek permission from the ancestors and to ask for protection and good health during the trip to Hong Kong. It's an important decision for Budi to move to Hong Kong. Not only will he be apart from his family, but he will also be placed under enormous pressure as head chef of a restaurant in a foreign country. Will and Palm are putting their reputations on the line as they place great confidence in their local staff to succeed in a competitive international environment. Will is now out of time and follows Budi to Hong Kong.
You ready for it?
Game on!
All right, buddy. I'm going to make a move. I'll catch you later, yeah?
Arguably, no other city in the world boasts quite as extensive a dining scene as Hong Kong. Humble local eateries are just a stone's throw from fine dining and celebrity-run restaurants, and all can lay claim to some of the best food in town. Contributing greatly to the scene is Dining Concepts, a company that develops and manages some of the most successful dining outlets throughout Hong Kong and the region. Founded and driven by prominent restaurant entrepreneur Sandeep Sakri, the group operates 22 quality, high-performance restaurants. And Mama San is one of the latest in their stable.
Will is someone who understands Asian food extremely well and brings his Western sensibilities into the Asian food, and he presents it very well. So that is something which is slightly different for this market.
It's just not another Thai, Vietnamese or any Indonesian restaurant. It's an Asian restaurant, pan-Asian restaurant with a difference. And with Will's Australian influence on his understanding of Asian food, we thought it would be great to have him on board and open something in Hong Kong and give people of Hong Kong something very, very special and make an impact.
Before heading in to see Chef Budi and the team, Will heads out to soak up some of the early morning atmosphere.
We've got to walk. This is after the night market, and it feels like everything's wound down. And this is where a lot of the gambling happens, all down these back alleys. And you can also see, some of the ladies here that, are left over from the night before. It's something that, this is Hong Kong Island. It's merged between everybody. And it's a 24-hour city. Life just goes on here.
Work is underway at Mama San. There is a great deal to prepare before the restaurant can open. Chef Budi is arranging his master preparation list with Will's PA Wulan, while Archer tries to get a handle on a challenging new drinks menu, far removed from the sweet-style cocktails of Bali.
I'm walking to Mama San. I'm just in Central. Mama San's in Wyndham Street, which is the heart of Hong Kong Island. So I don't know what the restaurant's going to look like. I don't know what stage they're at, but I'm a bit nervous to actually check it out.
Budi is finding it hard to communicate with the local staff and is still sorting out paperwork rather than being creative in the kitchen. And Archer is yet to connect with his local staff and make any headway with the drinks menu.
Hey, are you Roy? Yeah? What the fuck is going on with that sign outside? Like, it is a bag of shit.
Let me say something. I'm the manager in this restaurant.
Manager? What manager? Are you general manager? Are you operationals manager?
I'm the general manager in this restaurant, so that will be about the project. You can talk to Anita, or I can have you to call her coming down.
Can you call her now, please? I need to talk to her.
No problem.
Because I'm pissed, man. This is just not good enough. Sorry to lose it at you, but I mean, first thing is the sign needs to be right. And if it's not right, it needs to be sorted out.
I understand.
And also, there's other shit going on here, like the cabling on there is pretty dodgy. Let me have a look further in here.
Hi, Anita is someone they're looking for you about the signage. Is something wrong? The guy is really angry and then so upset they're talking to me. So can you come down, please?
I can't fucking believe it. If you look at the wall's fake. It's not real. They've used a fake one. In Bali, it's real. And then we put a PU on it and age it. Patience is definitely the game, and I've sort of lost it a little bit at the moment, which I shouldn't have, because the poor guy Roy, you know, he's just a general manager and sitting there doing his schedules, and I'm losing it because the walls are not right, the signage is wrong. So, you know, I'm kind of known for that, and so I need to just to tone it down a little bit and be a little bit careful, because I am a guest in someone else's country.
With Chef Budi still yet to get his preparation list sorted out, his kitchen staff are left standing idle. And this is another concern for Will.
I told you that you should have had the prep list. You were sitting down with the guys and you should have had all that prep list ready. So therefore you come in this morning, you're there, you give it to them, bang, 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 this is what you're doing. At the moment, you've got 10 guys sitting there doing fuck all. They're just sitting there like lemons. Yeah, if you don't give them something to do, they'll leave you. Hey, Anita.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, babe. Yourself?
Very good.
Good. So there's a couple of things I need to discuss with you. First one is also the signs. There's two different colors. Was that...
Well, I sent you an email with two options for the sign. I mean, black and white and the color one. Then Andrew signed off on the black and white one, and I think, well, the other one...
No one got response on the other one.
On the other one was...
I personally prefer the white, because that's what it is in Bali, but let's have a look at the orange.
So we can go also downstairs and discuss it, see which one would look better. I really love the orange, the striking one. When you're walking on the street, you really, really see it. So.
Okay. Okay, then the other biggie that I kind of see is the wall. I mean, for me, it's just way off.
Fake.
Yeah, it's too fake. A lot of people can make restaurants, but a lot of people don't know how to put in the detail, and it's the detail that matter. It's the touch on the shoulder by the waiter to say, hello, how are you? It's the shake of the hand and how it's shaken. It's the detail of the floor and the varnish on the floor. It's the detail in the dish. Everything has got to have a detail. If you don't have detail, then who are you as a person?
Anita wastes no time organising new samples for Will to view.
It's the real brick of Hong Kong.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's... And what's the finish that he's done on it? Nothing yet.
So you just want to put this one, like this way, right?
No, the other way.
This way?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of space.
But they need to cut this. Can they cut this?
Okay, I have to ask them.
Because you need this finish.
Bricks are such a pain, you know. Brick situation. I mean, we found one sample that was really, really amazing, but that sample was unfortunately not available. The guys brought it by mistake. and we love that sample. I wish we could use it, but they said it's only custom-made brick. It will take probably a few weeks or a month. So we cannot do it, and we will have to use the other bricks, which are not the best one, but we will use it on the bigger size instead of the smaller size as Will wanted. But we will have to live with it.
So today I've come in, first thing was the sign was wrong. I think I've worked it out with Anita, what we're gonna do. Then it was the wall. As you can see, they're hammering and toe, getting it fixed for us. And Buddy is now, I think, on his way. He started to cook. Beforehand, he spent the first part of the morning kind of with his finger up his arse, not knowing what he was doing. But now he knows what he's doing. He's kind of solid on it. Archer had the same thing. You know, wasn't sure, new city, new country, everything's brand new. I think he's got it as well. He's managed to get in there. I think he's worked out his few issues with Max. So I think all in all, it's been a pretty good day. I'm feeling more confident than what I did this morning.
So, with Will pleased with how the restaurant is progressing, he feels confident he has made the right decision to throw his staff in the deep end. And with tomorrow being Sunday, he wants to help make them feel at home and give them a bit of a taste of Indonesia in Hong Kong.
It's really important that these guys feel at home in Hong Kong because this is their new home. And I want the staff to feel that Hong Kong is a great place to live and that Mama San is a great place to work. Staff turnover can be a real killer in the industry, and so it's important to create a good vibe.
Here, so many people in here across the road, and never see in Bali. In Bali, not too a lot of people like here. And
It's also great for me to see the reaction of guys like Buddy who have never been to a city like this. Hey babe, how are you?
How are you?
You good? Hey there, how are you? Karina is our restaurant manager. She's an Indonesian and used to work in Metis, Bali. So there's a bit of a gang here and everyone knows each other. Karina knows her way around Hong Kong, especially Little Indonesia. So we're meeting her and she's going to take us to a couple of warungs and also meet and greet some of the Indonesian migrant workers working over here in Hong Kong.
So we have the street called Sugar Street. It's basically all the road. They have all of the Indo shops.
Okay.
So like even the hair salon is also for Indonesian. You'll see like the sign is still in Indonesian. Yeah, potong rambut, cuci blow, cream bath and stuff. And sometimes with Indonesian spelling, if you know what I mean.
So do you often get a crave after being here for a while that you want to just come down and eat some Indonesian?
Yeah, I do. Of course. Right, that way.
This way?
Yeah.
Guys?
That way, guys.
No one's lost?
I was just worried about that.
We're in Victoria Park. This is the heart of Indonesia on a Sunday. Basically, you could be anywhere in Java, you could be in Bali, you could be in Padang, Sumatra, and this is where everyone comes and hangs out because they work really hard in pretty tough conditions as well, and this is their time to relax. So normally, on a clear day, this is just packed with Indonesians, and everyone's here eating all their favorites, the nasi kuning, the bembek, the bakso. And Hong Kong is a real multicultural city of many different types of people working. It's not just banks and high-end rollers. It's also a lot of people that sustain this city. You feel like a stranger, like me. You're not the only one.
I'm translating to start.
You're translating? Well, you can translate to me as well. Because I don't know what it is. I'm just pretending I know it, clapping like an idiot.
You get the beat, actually.
Exactly. You know what, this reminds me of Bandung, where my wife comes from. Because in Bandung, everyone's singing there on the street, on the side of the road. Same with Jogja. It's really, you know, where the young kind of hang out. It's very much a university kind of thing. And this is what Indonesia and the culture is in Bandung. I love it. It's fantastic.
Dangdut is a type of Indonesian folk and traditional pop music. Its popularity is in part due to its melodic instrumentation and vocals. Accompanying the music, Indonesians dance in the Guma style developed in India and South Asia.
The gandut. It's a typical kind of Indonesian. It's where everyone gets together and it's kind of fun. And I tell you what, that gandut juice came out of me and I was busting the move. So he joined in and Buddy joined in and everyone else joined in. That's fun, a lot of fun. But I tell you what, now I'm really thirsty and I need to get a drink and we need to go and get some food as well. So let's go and get something. I'm a chef and I love eating in fine dining restaurants, but you know, I love the taste of street food and I draw a lot of my inspiration from these type of places. Here you go, here's your nasi kuning. There we go. Hey, my sayang, yeah? So Yoga, you happy? You've got your place to eat? You got your comfort? Yeah? Young girl, how come you didn't dance? Man, you're a good dancer.
Malu, malu.
Yeah. It's been a good day. I've got my dancing techniques better, my gandut. I've felt the guys, I've made them feel safe. And what they say, this is the capital of Indonesia in Hong Kong. And that basically sums it up for me. And I feel that I can walk away from this and they're going to feel happy. So next week is game on, it's full on, and it's going to be hard work for the kids. Let's hope that they make it. Otherwise, I'm going to be freaking out.